Others go hungry 9 times in 3 days when they are in the wild. The man, however, began to enjoy himself. Fish is eaten as a snack every day. There is no seasoning at all on top. Conquer the taste buds with the inherent umami flavor of the ingredients. After having a full meal and having nothing to do, one can still go up the tree to have tea. How could this be a survival trip in the wild? Isn't it a paid vacation? The challenge has reached the 12th day. The weather is getting worse and worse. The contestants were all worried about being hit by the storm. If the shelter fails to hold up, that challenge is really coming to an end. All Jacob can do now is to reinforce the shelter. Keep adding trees inside to press it down. The smoke exhaust outlet above should also be sealed. Hope this won't be overturned by the strong wind. Ben has all confidence in Asylum. Now there's a shortage of firewood to keep the fire going. These piled up here can also serve as windbreak walls. Theoretically, there's no problem. I'm just afraid that the storm will last too long. Jesse adopted the method of reinforcement. Add trees while binding them with ropes. Charlotte can feel that the wind is very strong now. She didn't choose to reinforce the shelter. Instead, I want to build a ship. Go fishing with the wind at that time. The idea is quite good, but it's too dangerous. What if this capsizes halfway? What's more interesting is that she has never done it. This ship is probably built, but will never be used. Her toe is a little frostbitten. Something is sure to happen if you soak in water for a long time. In order to avoid the shelter being blown away, think of fixing the tarpaulin with a rope. Hope to have a good sleep at night. The positions where the contestants are distributed are different. The impacts received are also different. It would be much better to be like Jesse and Chris. Just make a slight adjustment. Chris is going to fix the door. In this way, there is no need to worry about the wind blowing in. It's just that it's rather complicated to manufacture. There are particularly many details to pay attention to. But for Chris the carpenter, this is much easier than being an apprentice. Plus the tools and assistance he brought. The door frame was done very soon. Before coming to take on the challenge, I had thought of building a wooden house. I am confident that I can live a good life in the wild. Not to mention anything else, just this shelter. It's already far ahead of others. The door side has been almost manufactured. It's fine to fix the waterproof cloth on it. He was also thinking of getting a handle in the middle to facilitate entry and exit. Even the house numbers were carved out. Those who don't know might think it's going to be a long-term residence. Jessie thought her own shelter was also good. There is no need to worry about the situation outside at all. It would be even better if there was something to sit on now. Go nearby and see if there is anything suitable. I happened to come across a fallen tree. It is planned to use just a part of it. Fortunately, I chose this saw before coming. Dealing with trees is really too easy. It's not like an axe that exhausts a person half to death. I highly recommend taking one with you when you go wild. It will be about right if the surface is trimmed. Jessie is still in the mood to decorate herself. It seems that I'm doing quite well here. After a period of effort, there's a place to sit. If you don't like it, it can also be used as firewood. Most of the contestants have completed the reinforcement of a shelter. The wind is blowing stronger and stronger here in bit. She had to reinforce it again. The most annoying thing is the noise made when the waterproof fabric is scratched. I couldn't fall asleep at all when I heard it at night. Jacob has been challenging for such a long time and caught 3 fish. He was thinking about how to arrange the fishing net better. It can still be processed in water now. Wait until the water level becomes colder or freezes. I'm afraid I'll have even less chance of catching fish. I was lucky today to find a fish in the net. But the problem is too small, isn't it? It feels like there's no need to deal with it at all. It is more convenient to chew directly. Anyway, is it good to have meat to eat? It can make the body feel more comfortable to some extent. If it were you, how would you deal with this fish? Ben has already completed the shelter here. It has to be said that it looks quite good. There should be no need to worry about it collapsing. It was very quiet inside. There is no need to be bothered by the noises outside anymore. Charlotte also got the boat ready. It was just that it was getting dark soon. There was no time to test it in the water. I'm still not very confident about the shelter. It needs to be reinforced a little more. Jessie quite likes the wind. I feel much more refreshed all over. Jacob returned to the shelter. Put the small fish in the pot and boil it. After all, it can be called fish soup. It can make the body feel more comfortable to some extent. Even these leftover fish bones. He was thinking of being able to put in the pot and stew it again. Ben felt that the wind was very strong outside, but it wasn't affected at all here. It feels wonderful. I wonder what the weather will be like tomorrow. She wants to go fishing and have a look. The challenge has reached the 13th day. Jessie doesn't feel very good. The wind blew last night. It felt as if the shelters were shaking. I just didn't expect the weather to get better. It's really as fast as falling out with my wife. The shelters of most of the contestants were reinforced. All got through the storm smoothly. Chris is going to check the fishing net in the water. Hope to gain something today. This ship is definitely the most correct choice I have ever made. It has greatly increased the chances of obtaining food. Bennett was originally doing quite well. It was just a mistake in fishing before. Break the fishing line and lose the hook. This has led to having to enter the water now. She doesn't know where the hook is either. One can only explore the past slowly like this. If she could get a boat like Chris, then more food can be obtained. It's just that my luck isn't very good today. The fishing net yielded no harvest at all. Facts have proved that not all deep water areas are useful. Chris doesn't have much stock left. If you don't have something to eat, your body won't be able to handle it. Instead, it was Bennett who was lucky. Find a fish hook in the water. The mood is extremely good. Don't forget to celebrate when drying clothes. Bennett was visibly happy. She is also the one with the most food among the current contestants. I had eaten myself up before. What if nothing unexpected happens? Bennett has quite a chance of winning the bonus. I'm just a little worried about the environment after winter sets in. A large amount of firewood is definitely needed to keep the fire going. Just thinking about it makes you know how tired you will be then. Charlotte went to carry the boat into the water as soon as she woke up. As long as this can pass the test, it is believed that sufficient food can surely be obtained. It won't be a dream to lie down and eat fish then. So far, there seems to be nothing wrong with the ship. Try to sit on it for a while. It's just not as wonderful as imagined. The water rushed up directly and wet the trousers. She was so angry that she threw it directly back onto the shore. Readjusting requires a lot of time and energy. I no longer have enough strength to improve myself. The mood was extremely bad. It might be even more difficult to obtain food later. It feels like being eliminated and going home is already a matter of course. What can be done now is to weave fishing nets. At that time, we still have to go into the water for arrangement. Can a frostbitten toes hold out? There is no sunlight shining in on Jesse's side. It feels a little cold. The temperature will drop even more after the onset of winter. He has to make preparations in advance. There is quite a lot of food available at present. 14 pieces of meat could theoretically last for a month. If it were me, I'm afraid I would finish eating it all in one day. It's a bit difficult to overcome the challenge just by relying on these. One must find a way to gain more. At least 2 or 3 big fish are needed. Let's satisfy our craving with a whole piece of meat first. He particularly likes the part of the fish head. The meat is of excellent quality. You really won't get tired of it no matter how much you eat. Chris is in order to complete the shelter. It leads to the body consuming excessive energy. There is no food supplement now. He really doesn't know what to do. Plus, no fish was caught today. His inventory has been completely exhausted. Now, I don't even have the strength to go out and look for food. Recalling the days at home. That means there is meat to eat at every meal. The mood is extremely good. I wonder how my family is doing now. I really want to have dinner with them at the dining table. And those fitness equipment. I also spent quite a lot of time on it myself. In the past, it was really uncomfortable not to exercise for a day. He has won various medals in various challenge competitions. There is definitely no problem in terms of strength. Perhaps it was just a little bad luck. So hungry that one could only stab ants up to eat. The taste is really indescribable. Anyway, even if it's given to dogs, they would still dislike it. The blueberries aren't fully ripe yet. It feels like all the chances to fill one's stomach have been lost. Ben was busy collecting more firewood to go back. Try to bring back 2 days' worth at one time. I really don't want to keep moving things here repeatedly. Jacob saw fish eating insects in the water. If a trap could be made and set up now, it feels like there's still quite a chance to catch something to eat. Did you deliberately practice how to manufacture it before coming here? The difficulty lies in how to attract fish, and if it is touched by other fish. That is particularly easy to be touched by mistake. This requires one to check more by oneself. I plan to get 2 or 3 to test the water first. Bennett managed to bring the firewood back with great difficulty. She is too lazy to deal with it with tools. Just step hard on it with one foot. Anyway, either it broke or my own foot broke. The reason why this challenge went so smoothly. She thinks the place arranged by the program team is good. It should be better than other contestants. Jesse is a bit off duty with gadgets. This thing can help with breathing when it's cold, but it's not very helpful. It's not as quick as just talking. He just thinks of getting some trinkets every day. It can make one's mood better. Show everyone how to use it. Good grief. This can also be used as a musical instrument. Does he really know how to please himself? After Charlotte's ship failed to launch, she can only obtain food by relying on this fishing net. A big fish like this is already very satisfied. The weather is sure to get colder and colder later. The fish all swim towards the deep water area. No ships went there to set up fishing nets. It's really difficult to obtain food in winter. It's impossible to expect her to get into the water. Anyway, is it important to go back and eat fish first? It was fine to work out every day before coming. I'm so weak now that I get out of breath, even after taking a few steps. We still have to find a way to stock up on more food. Jesse has started messing around there again. In order to be able to get some sun, that was climbing directly up the tree to bask in the sunlight. I just don't want to take a few more steps out. The branches are so thick that they are not afraid of falling. He prepared the cup and waited for the tea to be served. Isn't this little life more pleasant than when you go to the factory to tighten screws? Jesse is enjoying the present time very much. The whole person really relaxed. I wonder how the other contestants are. Probably not many people can be as at ease as him. I just feel a little lonely. Jacob has almost set up the traps. It all depends on when a fish will come over. He has quite little confidence in this trap. According to the current situation, it's really not certain that I can finish this month. The challenge has reached the 14th day. The temperature suddenly plummeted below zero. Thick ice has already appeared over there in bent. Just knock it up and have a look. This thickness should be fine for an individual. If there is ice on the other side of the fishing net, it cannot be used. I'm afraid I'll go hungry after eating the stored meat. Jesse's shoes were frozen hard. That foot was stuffed in just like in the freezer. He didn't expect winter to come so soon. Many things can't go on. At present, all we can do is collect more firewood. Jacob's situation is even worse. The trap was set up just yesterday. It's frozen today, just as imagined. The fishing line is frozen in the water and not easy to take out. Yesterday was simply a waste of time. So angry that he could only pick up an ice cube to vent. It feels like losing all one's strength to strive. Chris found ducks in the lake, but the distance between the two sides is really too far. If there is no ice, you can still row a boat there to have a look. Can't do anything now. It seems that this bow and arrow is of no use either. Chris was really hungry to tears looking at that duck, but there's really no way to get it. I could only go back to the camp in sadness and give up. It was Jacob who had an unexpected surprise. I didn't expect there to be fish lying under the ice. It's right here by the shore. Those who don't know might think it was sent by the program team. I originally thought that the fish had been frozen to retain its freshness. I didn't expect that this stab would still move. Such poor vigilance deserves to be eaten. After coming up, he or she was full of energy and vitality. Now you know how fresh this fish is, right? Actually, there's no problem eating it directly. It just tastes a little fishy. Charlotte wants to go around to the opposite side to have a look. It feels like the resources will be more abundant than here. It's just that the energy consumed is a bit too much. It's really not easy for her. Quite a lot of feces were found on the road. It seems to be a moose. Doesn't she have any weapons to use in her hand, even if it is really picked up on the road? It seems that there is no strength to carry it back either. I really can't figure out what the point of her coming here is. Bent's performance here is stable. Even if it freezes, fish can still be caught. Use a little force to let the fish enter the dream. I didn't expect there to be a surprise in my stomach. Be able to take out the fish. Prove that there should be no shortage of food nearby. It is necessary to find ways to overcome the problem of icing. Bennett can't care about so much now. Clean and fill the fish first. Eat these sparingly. It can also last for another week. Cold weather is not very friendly to the contestants, especially someone like Chris who builds ships. It takes more effort to reach the deep water area. Fortunately, the ice here is not too solid. With a little processing, the inspection fishing nets can still be set up. It's a pity that there is nothing today again. It would be strange if the body could hold on like this. There is no strength left to row across. It feels like I'm about to give up and get ready to go home. Charlotte is also starting to give up. Climb up the mountain and don't want to do anything. Just sit on the ground and enjoy the sunshine. It wasn't so bad for her to travel alone before. It is mainly caused by insufficient food. Has it caused you to be unable to be happy with anything you do now? Did Jesse show how to use the toilet in front of the camera? Especially those like them who don't like squatting. All will adopt various postures to try. Either way feels very strange. Are you sure these can ensure that the trousers are clean? Don't fall down like him when the branch suddenly breaks. This is really disgusting. Jesse quite enjoys life here. Every time, there's a way to cheer oneself up. The ice on Jacob's side is very severe. The rope often freezes and fails to be pulled up. He can only break the ice again and again. It's a bit troublesome though. Is it better to be able than to do nothing at all? There's only a little bit of flour left on Chris's side. There's really nothing left after eating these. He also tried hard to obtain food, but the result was really too bad. There is no need to persist any longer. He really wants to go home and reunite with his family. It's just a pity for this shelter, even if one could catch a small fish. I'm also willing to stay for a while longer. It's a pity there are no ifs. He has already called the program team over. Soon the staff came to Chris's side. There has been no food replenishment for a long time. His body and mind are on the verge of collapse. I haven't caught any fish up to now in the challenge. If it's not the flour provided by the program team, I'm afraid I couldn't hold on and had to go home last week. Is there nothing left to linger on? In fact, Chris is quite capable. It's just a bit of bad luck. As long as I can get some food to eat, he won't choose to quit the challenge either. If other contestants have such construction skills, after the onset of winter, there's no need to worry about waking up in the middle of the night due to the cold. With Chris quitting the challenge, only 4 people remain on the field. Among them, Jesse lived the most comfortably, be able to arrange a barbecue for oneself every day. Although no seasonings were put on top, but the more you eat it, the more delicious it becomes. The whole person was extremely relaxed. The biggest problem for him, perhaps I just missed the child a little. I wonder how my family members have been doing these days. I really want to bring them here for an experience. Bent is now addicted to collecting firewood. She hasn't rinsed for a long time. It feels like the hair is in a mess. It's necessary to find some time to clean up. The The fish has been cooked on Jacob's side. It doesn't look very good, but when put in mouth, it smells incredibly good. I highly recommend everyone to come and have a taste with my real name. The challenge has reached the 15th day. Charlotte's toe was very uncomfortable due to frostbite. I have had such an experience before. There will still be professionals handling it then. Nothing now. I don't even know how to handle it well. The challenge has entered winter. It will become more and more difficult next, especially in terms of obtaining food. Days like Bent catching fish with fishing nets. It's likely to become less and less in the future. In fact, if the ice could be thicker, they can try fishing in the deep water area. At present, only Bent can place the net properly. If fish could be caught, then she has a better chance of getting the bonus than other contestants. Charlotte is in great pain even when she walks now. If there are no unexpected circumstances, she probably won't be able to hold on and go home these days. Even if the fishing net catches as many fish as it can, none of them can make frostbite better. Not to mention that he didn't catch any fish. There are only these berries left near Jacob. Other places were all covered with snow. This means he can only obtain food by fishing, even if someone like Jesse stockpiled fish in advance. I'm also worried about not getting the food before finishing the meal. The program team is worried that the contestants won't be able to hold on after winter sets in. It's also arranged for someone to come for a physical examination. Bennett feels quite well. It's just that this finger hurts a little after it gets cold. She doesn't know how it was caused either. It was only when I suddenly saw it that I realized it. Bennett has limited tools at hand. It wasn't handled very well. It needs the doctor's help to clean it up. I hope it won't be eliminated due to wound infection. The frostbite on Charlotte's toe was more serious. Doctors are also powerless about this. I wonder if I will be forcibly persuaded to leave because of this. Let's wait and see together.